everyone, and welcome to another edition of MCU Marvel Trivia. A very exciting double feature today. Our second match is between two vets, but our first match is between two rookies. We love getting some new blood in the ring, especially on the second season of Trivia. Kels, how are you doing? Are you excited for this matchup? Jacob and Jay. We've seen Jacob a little bit on other shows on the channel, but we've never seen either of these guys in this particular ring of trivia. Are you excited for this?
I'm excited, Dill. There's a different energy here right now. I feel like I don't know, some new fresh faces getting thrown in the ring today, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
Cool. Well, let's get right into it because we don't really know a lot about these guys, but in terms of their trivia knowledge in the MCU, we know some from other leagues and stuff, but I'm excited to kind of pick their brains a little bit more here before we get into this match. Introducing first with a record of, well, they're rookies, so 0 wins, 0 defeats. It is Jacob Barber. Jacob, how's it going, man?
It's going well. Thank you for having me.
Of course. We've seen you do some stuff on draft day on this channel. Oddly enough, we're recording this the day of the NFL draft. So we know you know a lot about Disney, but how does that knowledge, does any of that knowledge translate to MCU? Are you a casual fan, diehard fan? How would you describe
Yeah, we'll see. I watch the movies. I like the movies, and I like playing trivia. So I figured, why not?
Cool.
Nice.
Love that answer. And do you have a favorite MCU movie? I figured as a rookie, we should ask you.
Yeah, it seems like an obvious answer, but Infinity War is my favorite.
Love it.
Solid.
Recording it 5 years, I believe, to the day it came out, which is really cool. So, and introducing his opponent for 5 years, we are introducing the Arzonist, Jay Burnz. What's up, Jay? How's it going?
What's up, guys? How are we?
I'm great. How are you,
Doing
sir?
great.
Welcome to the league. Yes, it's been a long days for a bunch of us. How have you been prepping for this match? Have you been prepping for this match? How would you say your fandom reigns as an MCU fan?
I know some things. I don't know other things. It's weird because you can know some things. You can know you don't know some things, but there are some things you don't know. There are known knowns, there are unknown knowns, and then there are unknown unknowns. I'm just here to have a little bit of fun. My favorite MCU movie is Rogue One.
Nice. Good answer.
No, I would probably honestly say, like, I'm stuck. I really do enjoy like Doctor Strange, but I loved Multiverse of Madness.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I don't really study a whole lot of MCU. I just watch the MCU over and over again. So yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Kelsey knows a thing or two about rewatching MCU, so like we get it, we totally get it. You know, you end with Doctor Strange, or now Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. You go right back to Iron Man. That's how it works nowadays. All right, so I will get into the rules of round one, and we'll begin. So round one is going to be kind of your stereotypical round one in other leagues. Players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. It's MCU specific. Players will have about 15 seconds to write down their answer. Players will then reveal their written answers, speak them aloud. Each question is worth a point. 10 questions right, and you will get an 11th bonus question. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times, and you all have 3 time heists if you want to buy more time or hear a question again. And you have 1 Mjolnir if you want to throw that hammer into the ring, or that sword or that axe, whatever weapon of choice your Mjolnir is, to challenge a question, challenge a ruling, whatever you decide. You also have 1 challenge. So before we begin, I will ask one more time. Jay, are you ready?
Make it so.
And Jacob, are you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. And Kelsey?
Let the Barbarous movie match begin.
Love it. Starting with question 1, I will begin with question 1 this time.
Okay.
Question 1 comes from the realm of Phase 1. Phase 1 is the category. What job does Bruce Banner's friend Stanley give him in The Incredible Hulk, allowing for him to continue his research? It's been a while since we've had an Incredible Hulk question, but
yeah, we always forget about this one, Dill.
Always.
I wonder why. I think maybe I'd remember it more if they'd put it on Disney Plus. I think that's the problem.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
would remember
blame
it more
that.
if it was memorable.
That's also
fair
true.
enough.
The one I don't rewatch.
5,
Who does?
4, 3,
Sociopaths.
2, 1. Ben's down. Jay, we're gonna start with you. What do you got?
Security guard.
That is incorrect, Jacob.
I just want to see the Hulk be a florist.
Both fun answers. We're actually looking for a pizza delivery boy. He makes him a pizza delivery boy. Not to be confused with Peter Parker in the second Spider-Man movie. Moving on to phase 2, Kelsey, take it away.
Alrighty, question 2 in the category of Phase 2. What Phase 2 film contains the characters of Senator Stern, Arnim Zola, and Alexander Pierce?
Yeah, can't name any of the main characters. That would be too obvious.
Right.
They're rookies, but they still know their shit. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacob, what do you got?
Is it the Winter Soldier?
That is correct. And Jay.
No, he's right. I had Iron Man 3 on my board.
All right, so Jacob taking the 1 point lead. It's okay. It's still early. Moving on to Phase 3. Question 3 is in the realm of Phase 3. Which 3 characters are snapped away at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp? You need all 3. First names are okay. Pretty intense scene, Kels.
Yeah. This was like twists in the knife, I feel like, when we watched it in theaters.
Yeah. After Infinity War, they just they had to sucker us with a little coda at the end. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Time heist.
1. Time heist. Jay's first time heist. And we are going to repeat the question. Phase 3. Which 3 characters are snapped away at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I am blanking so hard right now.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jay, what do you got?
Hank, Janet, and Cassie.
So close. That is incorrect. Yeah. And Jacob?
I just had Hank and Hope.
You got the other one. It was Hank, Janet, and Hope.
I can remember Janet.
Van Dyne, and Hank Pym. Moving on to question 4, Kels. Take it away.
Question 4. The category is Phase 4. In Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, what is revealed to be the name of Nakia and T'Challa's son as introduced in the post-credits scene?
Sorry for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
This was another moment that felt like they were twisting the knife.
Right.
But like in a good way?
In a sweeter way. Yeah, exactly.
In a bittersweet way, I'd say.
Yeah. All right.
That movie's an emotional roller coaster from beginning to end. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacob, what do you got?
Can't remember.
All right, that's okay. Jay.
Toussaint or T'Challa, son of Prince T'Challa.
Yeah, we would have accepted Toussaint or T'Challa. We had either answer on the board, so that is correct. We are tied up 1-1 as we go into question 5. In the realm of the Avengers, this could be from any of the 4 Avengers films. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Quicksilver sacrifices his life for which Avenger in particular? He technically sacrificed himself for everyone, but we're looking for one key specific person. And judging on how quickly they got to their boards, I feel like they know which one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jay, what do you got?
I brought 12 arrows to this fight.
Hawkeye is correct. And Jacob.
Okay.
Another correct answer, and we're still tied up 2-2 as we move on to question 6, Kelsey.
Way to ask about the real life Avenger, by the way. Like, that dude is mostly metal now.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
All right, question 6. In my favorite category, quotes. In what film does Thanos utter the line, "The hardest choices require the strongest wills"? Looking for the film he says it in.
Nice. This used to be known as Who Said It. We expanded it to quotes because we ran out of questions. And we said, you know what?
Because we ran out of quotes.
We didn't run out of quotes, but now we
know.
can ask what films they're from, who says them, and other things. So we have a lot more range for these questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob, what do you got?
Is it Endgame?
That is so close, but incorrect. Jay, what do you got?
The same incorrect answer of Endgame.
All right, it was actually Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War, you're very close. Moving on to question 7 in the realm of villains. Who plays Eleanor Bishop in Hawkeye? Do you like this villain, Kels? Do you even consider them a villain? It's a gray area.
It is a gray area, you know? It's, as we've discussed, it's hard to pin down really the main antagonist of that show, isn't it?
Right. 5, 4,
But I love
3,
this actor.
2, 1. Pens down. Jay, what do you got?
Doctor Who's psychic paper, whatever the answer is, will appear here.
I wish that were a thing. Jacob, what do you got?
What he said.
The answer we're looking for is Vera Farmiga from the Conjuring films. Vera Farmiga. Moving on to question 8, Kels.
Question 8, in the category Spider-Man or Spider-Man. In Spider-Man: No Way Home, which of the supervillains gets cured first?
I feel like I was cured by that movie. That movie made me feel good. Until it didn't. Kind of twisted the knife at the end. A lot of twisting of the knife.
It made me feel a lot of things. It's hard to pin down.
Yeah.
If it was mostly good things or mostly bad things. I couldn't decide.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacob, what do you got?
Doc Ock.
That is correct. And Jay.
Electra. I almost changed it. I almost used my second fucking repeat.
Jacob getting a 1-point lead once again. A very close match, though. As we move on to question 9 in the realm of Disney Plus. What food is Wanda preparing for everyone in the dinner scene of episode 1 of WandaVision? We don't need the full dish name, just a type of food. Do you like this type of food, Kels?
No.
Okay. Oh, true. I won't spoil us. I won't expand our conversation as to not spoil, but curious to know why. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jay, what do you got?
Said lobster.
That is correct for a point. And Jacob.
Funny enough, I make my meatloaf with lobster, so it's technically
we can accept that, but that was a fun answer, and I'm glad you enjoy your meatloaf with lobster. The correct answer was lobster, or specifically lobster thermidor, but yeah, we'll keep it simple as lobster. Moving on to question 10, Kels, take it away.
I like crab better. That's why it's
Gotcha.
I don't like lobster. Okay, question number 10. The category is actors and actresses. Who plays Hank Pym's former partner, Bill Foster, in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
You a fan of this actor, Kels?
I've only seen them in a few things. But yeah, I think they do solid work.
Seen him in many things.
Oh my God.
I'm a big fan. Jay's trying to get it off the top of his head.
No, I'm so mad at myself because I'm like, I know exactly who it is.
And
you got it, Jay.
5.
Love the support here.
You got it. You know what? Repeat.
2. Jacob's going to use his repeat. Maybe as a help.
You got it,
Jay.
Jay.
Oh my God.
All right, the question. Kelsey, repeat the question.
There we go.
Alrighty. Who plays Hank Pym's former partner, Bill Foster, in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I got it. Good looking out. Good looking out.
We only do singles matches here, but this may be the first glimpse of a teams match in a singles match, which is kind of fun. Maybe a foreshadowing. We might have to do teams someday if we have the time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob, what did you get?
Lawrence Fishburne.
That is correct. Jay, did you pull it?
He's not Samuel L. Jackson.
He's not, but he is Lawrence Fishburne, and you are correct. And we have a tie game, 4-4. Some great teamwork as we head into round 2. Lawrence Fishburne is correct. Larry Fishburne, Lawrence, however you want to say his name. Rules of round 2. This is going to be a wheel round. Each player is going to get to spin a wheel to determine a category. You're allowed to respin, but if you respin it, you must take whatever it lands on if you respin it. I am Iron Man, is spinner's choice. I am inevitable as opponent's choice. Questions, there will be 5 of them. Each one will have 15 seconds to just say their answer aloud, and questions are worth now 2 points. If you want to check down a multiple choice, you can get it for 1 point, and the other competitor be ready because you can steal. You each now have 2 time heists remaining, and you still each have a challenge. So I'm going to pull up the wheel and tell you what the categories are since you both are rookies. Categories are phases 1, 2, and 3. You also have actors and actresses on there. You have quotes. You have Disney Plus, villains, aliens, androids, and wizards, scores and soundtracks, and then, of course, I am Inevitable and I am Iron Man. So, Jay and Jacob, you're both tied. Jacob, you were here first, so we'll let you have the pick if you would like to spin first or spin second.
I'll go second.
All right, so Jay is going to be the first to spin this wheel, even though I'm really spinning it from virtually happenings. Luck of the rookie. Jay gets I am Iron Man, which means Jay has his full choice of the wheel. I will leave that wheel up there if you want to read the categories again. And pick a
phase 1.
Phase 1. All right, cool. So Jay is going to get the questions of phase 1. I will put these in the doc. Kelsey, would you like to give these questions or would you like me to?
Well, you started us off, so why don't you go first and I'll go second.
Cool. So, Jay, here are your 5 questions in phase 1. The first question. In Captain America, the First Avenger, what is the first thing Steve Rogers uses as a shield?
Cab door.
That is incorrect. Looking for Jacob, I will repeat the question. In Captain America, the First Avenger, what is the first thing Steve Rogers uses as a shield?
Is it a garbage can lid?
It is a garbage can lid for 2 big points, a big steal, but we still have 4 questions left. Question 2. In Marvel's The Avengers, what snaps Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, out of Loki's mind control?
I don't know how specific you want it to be. A head injury.
Yes, he gets hit in the head very hard is what we're looking for. That's 2 big points, ties it back up. Moving on to question 3. What is the name of Obadiah Stane's version of the Iron Man suit in Iron Man?
The Ironmonger.
That is correct for another 2 big points. Question 4. In Iron Man 2, what country does the Grand Prix race take place in where Tony first meets Whiplash?
Monaco.
Monaco is correct for 2 points. And moving on to our final question here in phase 1. Who directed The Incredible Hulk?
Louis Leterrier.
That is correct for another 2 big points. A very strong
Damn.
wheel round for Jay, picking up some big points and going up 7.
No wonder it sucked.
Sorry.
It was done by a French director.
12-6. 12-6 is the score. So Jacob needs 6 points to tie. Jacob, here is your spin. We always love to see these impressive wheel performances from rookies. And so close to another spinner's choice. We have Disney Plus, Jacob. Would you like to stick with Disney Plus or spin it again?
Let's spin again.
Spinning it again. I'm going to tempt fate here. Disney Plus, very interesting slice, very deep slice with a lot of episodes. Let's see. And he's on the other side of spinner's choice, but he's getting villains this time. Villains is going to be the category that Jacob is going to have. I'm going to put the villain slice in for Kelsey to read right now. All right. So, Kelsey, whenever you're ready, and Jacob, whenever you're ready, Kelsey will ask the questions.
Alrighty. Question number 1 in villains. You will find the villain of Ultron in which MCU series?
Guess I should have watched them. There's multiple choice, right?
Yep.
There is.
I'll go multiple choice.
Is it A, WandaVision, B, What If, C, Hawkeye, or D, She-Hulk?
What if?
Correct for
That
a
is
big
correct.
point. Nice. Moving on to question 2.
Question number 2. In the Avengers, which superhero does Loki force to do his bidding?
Hawkeye.
Correct for
That
2
is
points. Question 3.
Question number 3.
I'm going to throw a Mjolnir on that one.
All right, cool. What is going to be
It's-
your challenge?
My challenge is the simple fact that I got asked that exact same question essentially in my round. So he already got the answer to that question. I don't
Right.
really think that one's like, I don't, in all fairness, I don't think that's right.
Coming back from the
Alrighty.
challenge, Jay argued that it was unfair to ask a question that had essentially been spoiled because of a different question that we had just asked in the previous wheel round before. That makes total sense, and we have agreed to not necessarily deduct any points from Jacob or anything like that, but instead just ask a brand new question to Jacob for a chance to get 2 points in villains. So Kelsey, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Alrighty, here is the new question. In how many films does Lee Pace appear in as Ronan the Accuser?
Two.
That
That
is
is
correct.
correct.
Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain Marvel. So getting those 2 points regardless as we move on to question 3.
Question number 3. Which member of Thanos' Black Order has telekinetic abilities?
Oh, what is his name? Multiple choice.
Is it A, Ebony Maw, B, Cull Obsidian, C, Proxima Midnight, or D, Corvus Glaive?
A.
A is correct.
I
We would
couldn't
not have
remember his name.
accepted
I knew it when I
Squidward,
would hear
but
it.
I know you wanted to say Squidward, but question 4.
Question number 4. What animal does Darren Cross experiment on for his shrinking experiments in Ant-Man?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna need multiple choice again.
4. All right, multiple choice.
Is it A, spiders, B, ants, C, dogs, or D, lambs?
D.
D, lambs is correct for another point. So we move on to the 5th question. If he gets this without multiple choice, he takes a 1-point lead. If he gets it with multiple choice, he ties it up. Unless we see a steal. Kelsey, take it away.
Question number 5. In Black Panther Wakanda Forever, after trapping Namor in a fighter aircraft, how does Shuri weaken him?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, dries him out, B, blinds him, C, cuts off his wings, or D, deafens him?
B.
B, blinds
is
him is incorrect. So Kelsey's going to repeat the whole question with the options for J.
In Black Panther Wakanda Forever, after trapping Namor in a fighter aircraft, how does Shuri weaken him? A, dries him out, B, blinds him, C, cuts off his wings, or D, deafens him?
She turns that entire ship into a microwave. She dries him out.
She does dry him out, and that is
That is
another
correct.
point for Jay. So after round 2, we got a pretty awesome close match going on with 13 points for Jay and 11 for Jacob. So it's just a 2-point match. We love to see it so close as we head into round 3. Round 3, there are going to be 15 categories for you to choose from. You will choose 3 numbers at random, which are correlated to 3 predetermined categories. First question will be worth 2 points, which is mild difficulty. Second question, 3 points for medium, and the third question will be worth 5 points for hard difficulty. Player with the most points at the end will win, unless it's tied, which has happened before. Then a sudden death showdown will occur. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. You each still have 2 time heists left and 1 Mjolnir. Since Jay was successful with this challenge, he still has a challenge to give. So, Jay, you are now in the lead, so you will get to pick your 3 numbers from 1 to 15. Which 3 numbers would you like?
Give me 14 for my boy DK. Give me 9 for homeboy Kenny Walker. And give me 7 for my man who just got paid, Geno Smith.
Love it. And Jacob, which 3 numbers would you like?
Let's go 2, 4, 6.
2, 4, and 6. All right, so we're going to start with Jacob, and I believe I am asking Jacob's questions, correct, Kelsey? So starting with question, the first category you said was category 2, which correlates to phase 1. Phase 1. So the phase 1 question for Jacob is, who kills Laufey and Agent Coulson in the first phase of the MCU?
Loki.
That is correct for 2 points. Whether he remains dead or not is unsure if you're taking the TV canon into mind, but for the film canon, that is correct. So now that sends it back to Jay, who will have to answer his 2-pointer in category 14, which is actors and actresses. Actors and actresses. The question, Kelsey, for actors and actresses.
In how many films? Oh, sorry, I'm going to start over. In how many MCU films does Ben Kingsley appear as Trevor Slattery in?
Trevor Slattery? I want to say it's only. I want to say it's 2. I want to say it is 2.
That is correct. 2 is correct for 2 points. Yeah, Shang-Chi and Iron Man 3 are those 2. So now we're going back to Jacob, who will have a chance to send it back to Jay for his category in question, category 4, which correlates to quotes. Quotes. So
there's multiple choice, buddy.
No, he's not.
your 3-pointer in quotes. In Avengers Age of Ultron, who is Tony Stark referring to when he says, "We would have called ahead, but we were busy having no idea you existed"?
What's her name?
5.
It's Hawkeye's wife.
3, 2,
Repeat.
1. Repeat. That's his second repeat. You have 1 left. In Avengers Age of Ultron, who is Tony Stark referring to when he says, quote, "We would have called ahead, but we were busy having no idea you existed"? And 5, 4, 3, 2.
I can't remember her name.
1. And the answer was Laura Barton. Laura Barton. So you were right. It was Hawkeye's wife, but we did need the exact name. So what's going to happen is we're going to go to Jacob, who is going to hit his 5-pointer if he wants to send it back to Jay. So the 5-pointer is going to be in the category of number 6, which is Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Your 5-pointer in Disney Plus. In what Disney Plus series will you find the following characters? Armand Duquesne III, William Lopez, and Tomas Delgado.
Again, it would help if I watched these. So I'm just going to throw out a guess and say Miss Marvel.
And your winner, the Arsonist, Jay. The correct answer was Hawkeye. Hawkeye was the correct answer for that series. A really well-fought match for 2 rookies to come in with no prior experience in this league to get to round 3 and to make it all the way to a 5-pointer. Very impressive. Jay, you're the victor today. How do you feel your match went? What are you going to look forward to if you want to keep playing in this league for the next time? And any thoughts and feelings on the match in general?
It was great. I appreciate the extra time. I was 100% sure her name was Lila Barton, not Laura, but that's on me, and I'm confusing another character that we haven't seen on screen yet. No, this was a lot of fun. I didn't have his 5-pointer. It sucked. I appreciate him giving me that extra repeat to get Lawrence Fishburne, to get Larry. I didn't do as great as I wanted to in round 1 because the first couple of matches I watched, I went like 9 of 10 in round 1. It just sometimes questions come as they do, right. Let them fall where they lie. Just gives me an opportunity to go back and rewatch some stuff, and I'm always thankful for that. This was fun, Barber. It was a blast, man.
Yeah. Now we'll go to Jacob Barber. How do you feel? I mean, you made it all the way to your 5-pointer, something that not a lot of rookies some rookies don't even make it around 3, and you did that. You stayed toe-to-toe with Jay. You even had a bit of a lead at times. The lead kept shifting. How do you feel your match went today? Would you like to keep playing?
Yeah, I mean, if you'll have me back, I'll keep playing. I like playing trivia. I like watching these movies. So, I know what I know, and clearly I don't know what I don't know. So, I just enjoy having fun, and that's what I think this is. So, yeah, again, thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Of course. Kelsey, any questions for these competitors? Maybe asking maybe what their paths going forward might look like, or
What are your paths going forward? What might they look like?
yeah,
I'm like, what do you,
okay.
I never get the opportunity to ask questions at the
Well,
end.
that's why I'm giving you an opportunity,
Wow.
Kels.
Do
Yeah,
you
do you
guys have
guys
anyone you have your eyes on? Do you want to go toe to toe with someone? You want to take someone down?
Who's the champion right now?
What's
the champion is this one right here, Kelsey.
Hi.
it's
That's why she
actually
also
me.
doesn't write the questions
Hi.
anymore because of that. So it looks like Jay has
Yes.
his eyes on the champ, right?
I love it.
Jacob, anyone you have your eyes on?
Whoever wants to play.
Love it.
Love
We
that
love to
as
see
well.
that. There are a bunch of rookies that signed up this year, and we're excited to see them all play. And we have a free-for-all at the end of the summer to look forward to. So I'm sure you two will be high on the list of priorities to play in that. As long as you guys want to, we'd love to have you in that. Otherwise, that's it for us. Anywhere they can find you, Jay, if they want to look at and maybe any of your other trivia matches or anywhere else?
You can just find me there. I stream video games. That's what I do. I stream video games and I talk shit. Twitch.tv/Loose Theron, LOZTHERIN. I'm other places. Multiplex, the Pierce Co., whatever the hell it is Henry Sanchez is doing at any given point in time, playing in matches where he doesn't have a league, but it's definitely a league thing. And Ontel. So yeah, I'm all over the place, and I have been. This is great.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for joining today. And Jacob, anywhere they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me over at the Pierce Co. as well. I play from time to time, and then the Movie Hero Network. I host some shows over there, so check them out if you want. If not, I'll just be sad about it.
Okay, we'll definitely check that out. The channels you guys are on and a big part of are a lot of fun to watch as well. I have a lot of fun watching them, and thank you guys so much for being a part of this match. It has been a joy to watch you guys compete, and congrats, Jay, of course, on your first dub of the season. That's it for me and Kels for this match. Next match will be Brian and Chris, so don't go anywhere. They're getting their rematch on one another right after this. And we are back for our second match in this double header, a rematch. We don't get a lot of rematches here. There's so many competitors that they all kind of get their shots at one another. But we have a rematch, Kels, between Brian Pizza Time Nussbaum, Sorcerer Chris Diaz. Kelsey, are you excited for these two guys to get back in the ring? I believe this is it's not their official season opener because they had the subathon matches. But the reason they're getting this match is because their subathon matches disappeared. So Brian's is completely gone to the test of time. Chris's with Kevin got erased, but Chris got to have a rematch with Kevin live, but then lost that one. So this is kind of making up for that lost time. But are you excited for this?
I am excited. I'm excited because the way I see it, Jill, one of two things is going to happen here, and we're either going to see Brian come out on top again, or we might see a little bit of a redemption story here for Nick. So, and I love
you keep calling him Nick.
Oh my God! Why do I do that all the time? All the time. I don't know any of their names. This is becoming evident with each match.
What did I call the Mandela effect? That's what did
I call Malcolm during his match? I literally called him like Michael or Matthew or something.
It's fine.
I just don't know any of them. So Ryan and Nick are playing a match today, and I'm excited to see, who's gonna win. Yeah, that's basically the storyline. I love an underdog. I love a redemption arc. You know what, Chris? I'm rooting for you. I'll say it right now. Right here, right now.
Just refer to him as the Sorcerer and you won't have any problems. The Sorcerer Supreme if he wins, maybe. If Chris gets a belt, if Chris ever gets a belt, I want him to become the Sorcerer Supreme. And then if Brian ever gets a belt, I want him to become the Supreme Pizza. With all the toppings. But yeah, these are two guys that we've had in the league for a while. Their first matches, Chris's went well. He beat Papa West. Brian's did not go very well. Didn't beat Malcolm. But then on the second matches, Brian actually beat Chris. So this is a rematch for them. And like you said, Brian came on top the last time they played each other. But recently, Chris has had a little bit more momentum beating Kevin. But then, of course, when we did the live match, Kevin beat him. So they're really kind of had up and down seasons, but they are always consistent in making games really close and really fun. I called their match the match of the year last year because it was so close, back and forth. Misspellings of words, mispronunciations, like was a deviation of one word or two words off from a potential different outcomes. So I'm really excited to see them compete again. So why don't we bring him in here? Introducing first with a record of 1 win and 3 defeats, it is pizza time. Brian Nussbaum. Brian, welcome back. How are you doing? Good to see you. This is the first time they're seeing you on this season of Marvelous Trivia, even though we've seen you in that match got erased. But how are you doing today?
Well, I hope this match doesn't get erased for eternity.
I can guarantee you it will not, because I have a setting now that I cannot do that. So,
and I faced Chris multiple times. I beat the champ last night. Chris and picks the list which I'm the new champion of. And you beat Chris before Lights Out Trivia, so this could be my 3rd time maybe beat Chris this year.
Wow. So you have a lot of momentum, it seems, over Chris right now. But Marvel is a different story, and it's always up to the wheel. It's always up to different knowledge bases. Is there anything you studied in particular for this match specifically, or just kind of fine-tuning the knowledge you already had?
I did my knowledge. I watched some movies, and so we'll see how difficulty comes out tonight.
Cool. All right. And his opponent, with a record of 2 wins and 3 defeats, including 1 knockout, it is Sorcerer Chris Diaz. Chris, welcome back into the ring. Last we saw you was a subathon. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Are you excited to enact your revenge on Brian? In this league, you don't need to enact any revenge on him, but you need to avenge your last loss. So how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to fight Brian. He's a very good opponent. I hope he no more name every people in the Eternal that lost me in my match against him. Name everybody in the Eternal team.
Eternals is a tough one for a lot of people in this.
Because I remember that with my 5 point name everybody in the Eternal that team. I'm and I couldn't remember everybody.
I guess you have to answer the Jerry Weather question from Hawkeye.
Oh yeah. Or maybe I always forget what 5 pointer would win.
But you've gotten some tough 5 pointers. You both have gotten some tough 5 pointers. But the good thing is that you all always manage to make it, if not to round 3, very close to round 3. I believe you've all always made it to round 3. So it's going to be exciting to see.
And I'm hoping maybe to have another, even though the video was deleted, another perfect record become my 3rd time again.
Yes. The video that got deleted, you did have a perfect record, correct?
Yeah, round 1, I forgot all. Yeah.
Which is something very few people do. So maybe that'll happen again today. Kelsey, any last questions for these guys, or should we get right into it?
Chris, I am so sorry.
Okay.
Have a great match, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. Colleen, if you can just actually, I'll explain the rules. Sorry, I was trying to think of a name I could call you, but then there's not really.
Okay,
a name.
Chelsea was right there.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm not as spry. I'm not a spry chicken. Anyway, we're moving on. Here are the rules to round 1. The players will each be asked. Grammar. 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. Players will have 15 seconds to write down that answer. Then you will reveal your written answers. You will speak them aloud. Each question is worth 1 point. If a competitor gets all 10 questions right, they will be asked an 11th bonus question. Chris has done it before. You all haven't seen it because that match has been sent into the depths of the dark web. And every time I mention it, you guys get to take a shot. You will be very drunk by the end of this match. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times, and players will have 3 time heists if they want to buy more time, and 1 challenge, aka 1 Mjolnir. Throw that hammer, throw that Stormbreaker, whatever you want. Throw it into the ring. Just don't break your webcams if you want to challenge that. All right. So, Chris, the favorite in today's match, only by 1 win. Who are you ready for today's match?
Yeah.
All right. And Brian, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Then Chelsea?
Oh, let the Marvelous movie match begin. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. All right, Kels. Why don't you take it away with the first question here?
Sure. Here's the first question in the category Phase 1. In what Phase 1 film will you find the quote, "I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything"?
As a fellow As a fellow moron, I like to believe I give people everything. At least everything that can be given.
Yeah, Dill, you would crumble in interrogation situation. I could see it now.
Yeah, this is the better introduction to this character than the first time.
4, 3. Ooh,
I
giving
can
away some
agree with
hints.
that.
2, 1. Pens down. All right, Chris, what do you got?
I prefer the introduction of Black Widow than in Iron Man 2, The Avengers.
That is correct. And Brian?
I just thought it was Iron Man 2.
All right, so Chris is taking an early lead. It was Natasha Romanoff's quote from The Avengers as she's being interrogated. And I agree, Chris, it's a better introduction for that character than in Iron Man 2. But 2 very good guesses, 1 correct answer. Moving on to question 2 in the realm of Phase 2. You'll find the characters of Korath, Roman Day, and Irani Ryle in what Phase 2 MCU film? And I can pronounce that third name because I know I butchered the spelling. Ryle is Rael, if that helps. Rail? Is it Rail or Ryle? Kelsey,
No,
answer this for me.
I would say
Repeat.
Rael.
All right, Chris is going to have to make me say that again. All right, you'll find the characters in Phase 2. You'll find the characters of Korath, Roman Day, and Irani Rail in what Phase 2 MCU film?
Wow, you totally went back on your pronunciation.
I
I thought we were
know.
committing to Rael.
Oh, there go my perfect round.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Brian this time.
I put Guardians of the Galaxy because of Korath in the film.
Yep, that is correct. And Chris?
I got the Galaxy Volume 1.
Yeah, that is also correct. Volume 1 or just Guardians of the Galaxy we would have taken. Those are the Digimon Hansu, John C. Reilly, and Glenn Close characters, whose names I did not know until I wrote that question. All right, Kelsey, take it away with Phase 3.
Question 3, category Phase 3. What Phase 3 film opens during a city cleanup following the 2012 Battle of New York?
Good opening scene. Maybe we gotta rank the opening scenes sometimes, like the cold opens of the MCU.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah,
that would be really good. Let me try to think of.
Well, don't say any right now because you don't want to give away.
Okay, fine, I won't.
But I mean, I think there's an obvious number 1. Maybe not. I don't know. 5, 4.
An obvious number
3,
1.
2, 1. Chris, what do you got?
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That is correct. And Brian?
Feature carried by Ty Daly is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That is correct. The one I was thinking of, Kelsey, is the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Baby Groot dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, moving on to question 4 in the realm of Phase 4, which used to be known as new releases. Phase 4. What comedian voices Shuri's AI, Griot, in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever? Not to be confused with Groot. It is Griot. Spelled the same, just with an I instead of an O. I don't even know if that's how she pronounces it, but Griot.
Griot. I don't even know if I can pinpoint.
I'll take my perfect round.
4, 3, 2, 1. Brian, what do you got?
Former host of the Today Show, Trevor Noah.
That is correct. And Chris?
No, I have Pete Davidson, no.
All right, a good guess, but that is not correct. Brian
that would be very funny.
With 3, the answer is Trevor Noah voicing the AI Griot. Kelsey, moving on to question 5.
Question 5. The category is the Avengers. So any of the Avengers movies. Who is the final person we see snapped away at the end of Avengers: Infinity War?
This is tough. Because we're not just asking for Avengers. We're asking for just person in general. So you know it's not an animal. That's a hint. So we did say person.
Oh, gosh. Do we see any animals get snapped away?
Well,
that would be quite sad.
Not really animals.
Oh,
but
only
5,
plants.
4, yes. 3. Now you're making me sad. 2, 1. Pens down. Chris, pens down. What do you got?
Doctor Strange.
That is incorrect. Pizza time.
Mr. Stark also a good Spider-Man.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Nick Fury. Nick Fury.
Oh, I forgot the freaking post-credit scene.
They'll sneak up on you.
That's a trickster. It's okay. We're still tied at 3 apiece.
Because I was thinking of like Doctor Strange last night. Like, it had to happen.
Question 6 in the realm of quotes, previously known as Who Said It. It is now just quotes. In Avengers 2012, Loki tells Nick Fury that an ant has no quarrel with what? We're looking for the end of that quote. I love this quote. It's a great metaphor.
Dill, you never responded to my text. I want to air this out live on the podcast.
What text? Did I miss a text from you?
I told you I wanted to go to Avengers Campus.
Oh, I do too, but I figured that talking about it would make me sad. 5, 4,
Well, I think maybe we
3,
should
2,
consider.
1. Yes, with what money? If you want to foot the bill there, Kels. All right, pens down. Brian, what do you got?
I guess discrimination.
That is incorrect. And Chris?
Grasshopper.
That is incorrect. We're looking for a boot. An ant has no quarrel with a boot.
I thought about boots and like.
Yeah, boots and ants don't go well. There's no quarrel there. All right, moving on to question 7. We're still tied up 3 apiece. Kelsey, take it away.
Question 7. The category is villains. What species is Crow, the villain who despises the Eternals in Eternals?
I had to put the film name too, but it's like, it feels redundant to say Eternals.
I can't
twice
tell if I love or hate the fact that it's not the Eternals and it's just Eternals.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't flow naturally out of my mouth.
Yeah. If it's like Eternals. Marvel's Eternals or Marvel's the Eternals. I don't know. I like both.
Ooh,
5,
Marvel's
4,
the Eternals.
3, 2,
That
probably
sounds
needs the
whimsical.
1. Pens down. Chris, what do you got?
Deviant.
That is correct. A deviant is correct. Brian, what do you got?
I could probably put a bird.
Nope, it is. That's a good guess. Crow, bird. I get it. Crow is a deviant. That is correct. Moving on to question 8. Chris takes a 1-point lead, 4-3.
Finally got into the question, right?
Category is Spider-Man, our friendly neighborhood one. How many films in the MCU does Peter Parker appear in? You only need to give me the films, not the actual number of Peters, because then it gets a little tricky.
So it's a number, right?
Yeah, it's a number. We're looking for a number.
so-
You don't need to spell the films. Don't worry. Give you a little extra time for this one, just because you got to count.
We're only looking for Spider-Man of the friendly neighborhood, a sort.
Yes, no quills, only the Parkers. And
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give it another 5 points. 5.
I'm putting my hand down so he did a Stephen counting.
2, 1. And Brian, what do you got?
3 Spider-Man, 2 Avengers, and Civil War 6.
That is exactly correct.
Yeah,
and
Steph.
Chris.
Yes, sir. We're
nice
counting
job.
out my hand.
There you go. I wasn't sure if you guys would have put what if there, but you guys heard the question right, which is good.
Yeah.
Films, not TV. So Chris maintains his 1-point lead as we move on to question 9. Kelsey, take it away.
Question number 9. The category is Disney Plus. Who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
I did. I'm kidding. I didn't. I wish.
Dill. I wish to.
Sorry, I spoiled. Sorry if anyone was going to guess me, but that is
I
not
can't
the
believe you
answer.
just gave up an answer like that. Would it be the first time?
This is my favorite Marvel team for last year.
3, 2,
It's solid.
1.
That's a solid
Pens
pick.
down. Chris, what do you got?
James Gunn.
That is correct. And Brian.
Director of Guardian movies, James Gunn.
That is it. And we still have a 1-point lead for Chris as we move on to the final question here in the realm of actors and actresses. Question 10 in actors and actresses. Who plays Jane Foster in the Thor films and briefly Avengers Endgame? She is briefly there. In our bloopers video, our April Fool's top 10 silliest moments, me flubbing the answers to the MCU questions is in there, and it is still embarrassing to this day. 5,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brian.
Natalie Portman.
That is correct. And Chris.
She a much better actress than all of the stuff from Natalie Portman.
That is correct. So Chris maintains that 1-point lead going into round number 2. How exciting that is. Round number 2 is going to be the wheel round. Each player will spin the wheel to determine a category. You are allowed to respin, but if you do respin, you must take whatever the wheel lands on again. I am Iron Man, spinner's choice. I'm inevitable is opponent's choice. There'll be 5 questions. You will have 15 seconds to speak your answer aloud. Questions are worth 2 points. If a competitor would like to check down a multiple choice, they can. Those will be worth 1 point. And of course, you can steal from your opponent if the answer given is incorrect. You must keep your hands on screen at all times. Chris, you have 2 time heists left and 1 Mjolnir. And Brian, you have all 3 time heists left and 1 Mjolnir. So I'm going to share the screen. And then once I share the screen, we're going to get to this wheel. And then once we get the wheel, I'm gonna send Kelsey those questions, and we're gonna get into it. All right, cool. Here we go. Chris, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or spin second?
What's the score right now?
You're gonna go right now. All right, Chris is gonna.
No,
go
I said what's the
first.
score? The score.
Oh, what's the score?
score's
Sorry, I
okay.
thought you said let's go right now. Sorry, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen.
Yeah.
The score is 7-6. Sorry, 7-6. You
All
got
right.
one point.
I let Brian go first. Like,
You let Brian go first. Well, I did just spin the wheel, but I'll spin it for you again.
I'll
I'll spin it
that
for you
one.
again. This is
Yeah.
the official first spin. Sorry about that. I misunderstood, Chris. My bad.
I also heard let's just go right now. So
Yep. And quotes. Brian, would you like to
Spin.
keep quote? Okay, you're gonna spin again.
oh, didn't
Easy.
even think about it. Okay, get that category away from me.
It's a deep category now. So, and it's not gonna matter. It's gonna be quotes no matter what.
Dang it.
so quotes is gonna be Brian's category here.
Alrighty, here is your first question in the quotes category. Who describes Tony as a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist?
Steve Rogers.
That is
Oh, wait,
incorrect.
no.
Incorrect.
Tony Stark.
That
Tony
is in-
Stark.
No, that is incorrect. We already ruled it, so we're gonna go to Chris for the steal. Kelsey, ask the question when you're ready.
Who describes Tony as a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist?
Tony Stark.
That is correct.
That is
Unfortunately,
correct.
we do have to give you those points because we did rule the question incorrect before Brian piped in with the correct
Yeah.
answer. But it's okay. Brian's still within 3 as we move on to
Yeah, I
question.
wrote between two,
question
and I
two.
related that and reported that right. Brian.
We still got 4 more questions to go here. Here's your question. Here's your second question in the quotes category, Brian. In what Phase 1 film can you hear the quote, "I am not dying for 6 college credits"?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, The Incredible Hulk, B, Iron Man 2, C, Thor, or D, The Avengers?
I'll go with B.
B as in boy.
incorrect.
Iron Man
Yes.
2 is incorrect. Incorrect. Iron Man 2 is incorrect.
We'll go to Chris again for the steal. I'm going to say the whole question and the options for you.
Mhm.
What? Did I say something wrong?
No, Chris had the answer written on his board. Chris, just show it. Yeah, it's
Sure.
Thor. Yep. So Chris, we'll spare you the repeat. Let's play by the rules next time. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You get that 1 point. And we'll just move on to question 3. Thor is correct. Question 3.
I knew it already on 2 points, so I'm ready to pounce.
Here is your third question, Brian, in the category quotes. Who walks in on Tony when he says, "Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing"?
Power Pops.
That
That's
is correct. for 2
Bouncing
points.
back with a strong 2 points. All right, moving on to question 4.
Alrighty. Question number 4. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, who tells Wanda, "Is there no peace in knowing that even though you can't be with the ones you love, there are worlds where you are together"?
I'll go multiple choice on this one.
Is it A, Stephen Strange, B, Wong, C, Professor X, or D, Mordo?
I'll go Professor X.
That is incorrect. I'm going to repeat the
Repeat
whole
that
question.
and the answers, and then Chris will
Alrighty.
answer.
In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, who tells Wanda, "Is there no peace in knowing that even though you can't be with the ones you love, there are worlds where you are together"? A, Stephen Strange, B, Wong, C, Professor X, or D, Mordo?
Is it wrong?
It is Wong.
Wong.
Yeah.
Wong is right. That is 1 point more as we take the lead.
I wrote between that and Stephen Strange. That might happen multiple times.
And now your final question in the realm of quotes, Brian.
What was the last thing Natasha says before falling to her death on Vormir in Avengers Endgame?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, "It's okay"? B, "Let me go"? C, "You'll be okay"? Or D, "Tell them yourself"?
Whoever the guy, I'll go with A.
That is correct.
It's okay, and it is okay for Brian
It is
because he
okay.
takes his lead. He narrows the gap again to 2 points. An impressive navigation of multiple choice there, as the score is now 11-9. A strong multiple choice showing from Brian. One little mishap with the first question with the billionaire philanthropist, but it happens, you know.
Mhm.
So we're gonna move on to Chris now for the spin. This is actually Chris's spin, and it's gonna be actors and actresses, unless Chris would like to spin again. What would you like?
Should I not? Respin.
Respin. A lot of respinning on this wheel today. Let's see what it lands on. And is it gonna matter? Yes, it is. It's gonna be Phase 4. Some new movies we're gonna be talking about.
Most disappointing phase.
That's exciting. So we're going to be talking about some Phase 4 films. I'm going to copy and paste them in the doc just so Kelsey can keep me honest.
I'm
on it. Find it. There we go. All right. Booyah. All right, Chris, your first question in the realm of Phase 4. In Black Widow, what color is young Natasha's hair?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, blue, B, purple, C, red, or D, green?
Green.
5. Green is incorrect, so we're going to go to Brian for the 1 point steal to narrow it down to 1 point. Is it in Black Widow, what color is young Natasha's hair? Is it A, blue, B, purple, C, red, or D, green?
Red.
Red is also incorrect. We were looking for blue. She has blue hair.
That was my second guess of between blue and
a blue widow, a blue beetle, if you will.
Yeah.
Wrong franchise. All right. Question 2. According to Black Widow, where is the Red Room located?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, in a submarine, B, in Siberia, C, in the sky, or D, in Antarctica?
In the sky.
In the sky is correct. If you just look up, you'll see it, and that is another point for Chris. Moving on to question 3. In Phase 4. In Spider-Man No Way Home, a brick gets thrown through Peter's window while he's meeting with his lawyer, Matthew Murdock. What does the brick say?
Multiple choice. Oh my god.
Is it A, you're a liar, B, Thanos was right, C, we believe Mysterio, or D, we don't like you?
We believe in Mysterio.
That is correct for another point. Now
I knew about Mysterio, just that my multiple choice.
All right, moving on to the 4th and penultimate question in this round. Very tricky wheel rounds for both, but they're both navigating it nicely. In Eternals, where do the Eternals go to find Druig when he is seemingly controlling an entire village?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Costa Rica, B, Mexico, C, the Amazon rainforest, or D, Peru?
Peru.
Peru is incorrect. So Brian, for the 1 point steal, I'm going to read you the question and the options. In Eternals, where do the Eternals go to find Druig where he is seemingly controlling an entire village? Is it A, Costa Rica, B, Mexico, C, the Amazon rainforest, or D, Peru?
Between 2, I'll go with C.
C, the Amazon rainforest, is correct for another big 1 point steal. And yes, your first Eternals question. Yay.
Yeah. It's funny because we're back and forth between Amazon rainforest and Peru because it had to be a forest. Which one?
That's why multiple choice is tough.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question 5. What popular song by Lizzo is Cersei's ringtone in Eternals?
Freaking Eternal. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Truth Hurts, B, Juice, C, 'Cause I Love You, or D, Good as Hell?
A.
Sorry, repeat that.
A.
A is incorrect. Truth Hurts is incorrect. So Brian, for another steal to take it within 2 points of Chris, what popular song by Lizzo is Cersei's ringtone in Eternals? Is it A, Truth Hurts, B, Juice, C, 'Cause I Love You, or D, Good as Hell?
I'll go the one that I've heard the most, Good as Hell.
Good as Hell is also incorrect. The correct answer is
It
actually
sounds
my
like-
favorite of those 4 songs. It is Juice. Juice.
Oh.
Out here
Blame it
getting
on my
loose.
juice. Blame it on my juice.
That were not one of my other guests because of
Yes.
other character like I thought God I love you for
Well,
more.
with that round, 2 very tricky wheel rounds. Obviously, not in either of your 2 strengths, but you guys
Yeah.
navigated multiple choice very well, keeping it close for a score of 13-10. So Chris is only ahead by 3 as we go into round 3. Here are the rules of round 3. Players will choose 3 numbers at random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. First question will be worth 2 points in a mild difficulty. Second question will be worth 3 points, medium difficulty. Third question will be worth 5 points, hard difficulty. The player with the most points at the end will win. Unless it's tied, then a sudden death showdown will occur. And we have seen one of those before. Very fun match last month. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. And of course, Chris, you still have 2 time ice, 1 Mjolnir. And Brian, you have all 3 of your time ice and 1 Mjolnir. All right. So Chris, you are still ahead by 3 now. So you will get to pick your 3 numbers first. What would you like?
5 in terms of on May on my birthday. 2 in terms of my representing 20 on the day of my birthday, and 9 in terms of 1991. So 2.
Awesome.
5, 2, and
Love to
9.
hear that. 5, 2, 9. All right. And Brian, what would you like?
I'll go with 10.
All right, 10.
It goes up to 14, right?
It goes up to 15. Goes
On
up to
15, I'll go with 8.
8. Okay.
And I'll go with 14.
And 14. Awesome. All right. So we're going to start with Brian for his 2
Good luck,
pointer
Brian.
in category
Don't do
10. So what's going to happen, Kelsey? I'll just drop the question in when it's ready. So category 10 is scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks.
Okay.
So Kelsey will be asking Brian his 2-pointer in scores and soundtracks. You see it there, Kelsey?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, take it away, Kelsey, whenever you're ready.
Here's the question. Which MCU film's emotional finale is set to the Cat Stevens song, Father and Son?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That is correct for
That is
2
correct.
points. And we now move on to Brian's 3-pointer. This will send it back to Chris, and that will be in the category 8, which is Iron Man. Iron Man.
Okay.
And this is going to be your question in Iron Man. Kelsey, whenever you're ready.
Yes. How many months was Tony Stark in captivity in Iron Man?
Oh, good question.
8 months.
8 months is incorrect. We were looking for only 3 months. He was in captivity
really?
for 3 months. So now you're still down 1 point. We're going to go to your 5-pointer, which if you hit it, will send it back to Chris, which he will have to hit his a few of his questions. So Kelsey, that's the 5-pointer right there in the category of Disney Plus. 14 is Disney Plus. So Kelsey,
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
I'm
Alrighty,
glad I didn't pick any of those.
here is the question. 5-pointer in Disney Plus. What school does Kamala Khan go to in Jersey City?
Oh,
Talk about deep cut there.
And 5, 4, 3, 2,
I got nothing.
1. And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Sorcerer Chris Diaz. The answer we were looking for for was Cole's Academic. Cole's
Mm-hmm.
Academic High School.
Okay.
Cole's Academic High
Yep.
School. Very, very tough match. I mean, as you guys play more
Very
matches,
tough
the
question.
level of difficulty does
Yeah.
get harder, so that's why it probably felt a lot harder. I want to start with you, Chris. This was your big moment coming off of losing to Kevin. How do you feel now, taking your record to straight 3-3? How do you feel about your victory today?
To have like 2 knockouts, that's pretty amazing on my record. But yeah, it was fun. Brian's a great opponent. We always go back and forth like any other day. I'd love to face
We
him
need the
again.
road match. We need number 3 to
Yeah.
decide it.
Well, yeah, and it's fun. I had a lot of fun. Eternal. Okay, I finally sit down this week and rewatch Eternal because that movie keeps kicking my butt. It's so mad more than once.
But anyway, I'll move to you, Brian, really quickly. This was not your best showing because the questions were obviously harder than they've ever been before, but you really navigated it well. You kept it a lot closer in round 2. You gave up a huge steal with the Iron Man question, but you bounced back really strong. Is there anything you would have changed differently about this match, or do you think it went pretty much in your favor up until the round 3?
For me, like, I should have gone so fast with that Iron Man question. Like, once I do it, I thought that I knew right away once we heard it. And quotes, not my strong suit, but hey, at least I finally got Turtles question correct.
Yeah, it's like little personal victories along the way. So I do have to ask, Brian. You still have that 1 win, which keeps you from the bottom of the rankings, obviously. But you're gonna have to beat some opponents to get back to that belt contender status. Is there anyone you have your eyes set on? Maybe any rookies in the league? Maybe that you want to call out, or any returning players? Anyone?
For rookies, I won't face Jacob Barber. I believe he's in the league.
Yeah, Jacob Barber played the match right before yours, so he's very much in the league. Yeah.
I won't rematch Tato since he gave me the quote unquote other match. And rookie, I'll probably take out Maria Hammond.
Maria Hammond, love it. So we got a lot of potential opponents for Brian. What about you, Chris? Anyone you have your eyes on? Now that you've won another match, you rank higher in the rankings. Is there anyone maybe that you want to take on who has around a similar record as you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to rematch Kevin since that kind of like I technically did beat him and he beat me kind of like for revenge. Yeah. And then anybody else and Malcolm eventually. I want to take, the first one of the people that beat me, get my little revenge on them.
Yeah, we need the rubber match between us because I won the first match, Chris won the second match, so we have to.
Right, we got a lot of storylines brewing. Yeah, because it's like you won round 1, Chris won round 2. Now, if we do a third one, we'll kind of settle that score. And in terms of who you lost to, Chris, now you've lost to Brian, you avenged that, and you've lost to Kevin and Malcolm. So if those are the next 2 in your way, if you beat Kevin and Malcolm, you've beat everyone you've lost to, which would be cool. But
and I want to keep my streak going. I'm I almost had a good streak, then I lost to Kevin and the recorded thing, and now I won another one, so I want to keep this streak. I love Marvel, getting better and better. Eternal, the one thing I ever get down, and then pretty soon Ant-Man to be added, so I had to rewatch Ant-Man and watch Quantumania.
Yes. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will not be in the league till June, but yes, that'll be something you guys have to rewatch too. They just keep coming.
I already saw it twice this year, so there's that.
There you go. Who plays Ant-Man? There, that's a freebie. You got it right. Any last comments from you, Kelsey, before we head out of here? Any thoughts on this match?
Nick, Ryan, it's been such a pleasure having you guys. It's always, I love when you guys come and play because no matter how the match is going for you, guys always have the best attitudes. So I really appreciate that. And you're right. We do need the third match between you two, the one for all the marbles.
Yeah.
That one.
Because after that one, we will have someone who has won more than the other. That'll be the one that settles it. Maybe something to look forward to, like a season finale type thing. Maybe the undercard for the final title match or something would be fun to have. You two have your third match. But of course, there's so many rookies, so many great people playing in the league that we want to get you playing some other people too. But you two will definitely be back. We're happy to have you in this league, and congratulations, Chris. Congratulations, Brian, on a good fight. And congrats, Chris, on picking up that TKO. So that is it from us. Thank you, guys. I'm going to pop you out for just a sec. Next week, Kelsey and I will be talking about the movie that's hitting theaters, Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy
yeah.
Volume 3. Our review will be there next week, so that's going to be very exciting. And then we'll keep things going as usual. I'm going to put this here so you can see our socials. Otherwise, that was Kelsey. This is Dylan, and thank you for watching. Sorry, Chelsea and Daniel. Thanks for watching.